Hey everybody, as you can see, Kitty, Megan, me, Sunday Funday. Though we're doing this early, technically a day early, though I think I'm still going to put it out on Sunday. Because this one's got to work, and I know she was wanting to look forward to this. I know she was looking forward to this particular movie, and as you can see, it is X-Men Apocalypse. The next entry in Fox's attempt to try and combat against what Disney is doing. Sorry, Kitty is just distracting. She's purring and wanting to.
She's got something hanging out.
Yeah, my cat loves to hang her tongue out. She's like, here, I'm going to give you raspberry.
You got something sticking out.
But before I give any of my opinions, Megan, what did you think about X-Men Apocalypse?
I liked it. Thought it was good. Maybe not enough for me to eventually own it on DVD, but I enjoyed it. Yeah, a lot more than you did. Which we'll get to here in a minute.
Yeah.
Okay, Kitty, your day, your claws, and your back claws into me.
And she's like, here, you need this in you. Kitty's gonna stick her butt completely in shot there.
So happy I can
Nah,
be a
I get
bridge.
the fuzzy one. Come here, baby.
I get a fuzzy tail on my face here.
Sorry, I'm trying to get her off, Megan. But what else did you have to say about it? Like, what were some of the things you liked about it? Was it the characters, the story, the effects? What was it? The cat?
I like the inclusion of like a lot of the characters and the introduction of some familiar ones.
Well, the reintroduction of them, or are you talking about like when... spoiler, Cyclops is in this movie. So is Jean Grey, in case you've never seen a trailer for this movie. But seeing
the original X-Men films.
Yeah. Which, if you haven't, go see them.
Or Nightcrawler. They also reintroduced Nightcrawler.
Yeah, which raises some questions.
Well, you kind of saw that coming, because...
Still raises some questions.
Without, him and Mystique.
No.
Because I know in the comics, she's his mama.
Yeah.
She's also,
Rogue's mother.
I was about to say, she's also Rogue's mother.
In a way, I can't remember if they've retconned it. They might have retconned it to where she's her adoptive mother. And then I want to say they didn't make it. Oh, no, she actually is her mother. I don't know. I can't stick with what comics do. They constantly change things. Suddenly Steve Rogers is now a Hydra agent. Yeah. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's something they're going to fix. They're just going to change in like 6 months. Like Steve Rogers was dead for like a grand total of 6 months. And oh, no, Captain America's back alive. But more what I was talking about is in the second movie, they act... okay, we're going to go ahead and get into a little bit of spoilers here, but... Also, they meet Nightcrawler. Jean Grey knows him, or kind of meets him early on. Jean Grey in the second X-Men movie acts like they've never seen him before.
Well, to be fair, they pretty much... My arm tastes good.
Mm-hmm.
But to be fair, they pretty much, with Days of Future Past, have pretty much... Okay, forget the whole rest of it that we did before this. Except for our First Class.
But see... Go ahead and say what you're going to say, and then I'm going to interrupt.
Yeah, they're pretty much like the original X-Men films with like Patrick Stewart and all that. Like, yeah, forget all that shit. Like, we're redoing it.
See, now here's where I call that as a bullshit. I will say instantly that's not what actually happened. The end of Days of Future Past. We see everybody. And Logan is astonished that everybody's around and everything. Obviously, because he's one of the few that can actually live through going through time vortex thing that Shadowcat does. Still never explained it very well in that movie. Still don't get how that worked. Just puts her hand in his head. But obviously, all of it pretty much happened with the exception of certain things. Like Jean doesn't die, so neither does Cyclops. It means somehow she is able to control her Phoenix powers. Well, how they have the Phoenix powers. Sorry, I'm drooling, y'all. I'm getting old or something. But that still means that somehow some of two had to have happened. And certain parts of three had to have still happened. Most importantly, the big plot hole that this creates. In 3, Magneto and Charles, I'm sorry, I should call him Professor X since I'm calling them by their mutant name, they recruited Jean Grey together. Mm-hmm. Obviously that didn't happen. Because Magneto in this movie we see is in Poland.
Mm-hmm. With a daughter who can...
control animals.
Yeah, who can, like...
She's Animal Man.
I don't know if that's necessarily she can control them. She can maybe, like, kind of, in a way...
manipulate and still control.
More like communicate with them.
Yeah,
like,
but she was at making, like, at one point...
making all the birds attack.
Yeah, making these falcons and stuff just suddenly attack because she's scared for her dad, who's played by Magneto. Again, this kid comes out of nowhere and also is a plot hole in and of itself. Okay, mutant powers do not usually manifest until a kid is in their puberty. Okay, they've explained this before in other movies.
Well, if you'll call in, bless you, he sneeze. If you'll recall, in the beginning of the third one, bless you. But at the beginning of the
Trying to get to the point.
Beginning of the third one, the flashback you're talking about were.
She's like 13.
No, she's a little bit younger than that.
No. She's 13 or so. They even kind of say it's like she's around this age. They've hinted at it, and also if you read up into the script and everything, they explain that she's like 13. Now here's where the plot holes begin, even more. Magneto's daughter, she has mutant powers. How does she have mutant powers? She has obviously not hit puberty. How is this happening?
Maybe that's one thing they're retconning. Who knows?
But this is something they've always kept. They kept with Cyclops. They kept it with Nightcrawler. They kept it with all these different people.
Well, it doesn't
so
necessarily...
it makes a bit of a hole.
Well, it doesn't necessarily hit right when they hit puberty.
But it hits close. And obviously this girl can't be older than 10.
I mean, with Cyclops, he was maybe like 15 or 16 when he got
Who knows? He could be 12 for all we know. And he had a 30-year-old jock that was trying to beat him up.
Well, he didn't make fun of the jock for looking old.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you do look old enough to be her father.
Yeah. But what I'm just saying is, like, there's no way this girl's powers should be manifesting. At the oldest, she's 10. And even then, she's not 10. Because this happens exactly 10 years after the last movie would happen in 1973. Because it even gives you a date mark, 1983.
Yeah. So
she's probably actually 9. So how are her powers manifesting? I know this is a nitpick, and I know people are you're just nitpicking. Mm-hmm. And I admit it's a nitpick, but it is something that starts to bug me a bit as a comic book fan. But really and honestly, the daughter and Magneto's new wife are pointless. They are literally plot devices used by this movie to make Magneto bad again. And that's stupid. He doesn't need a reason to be angry with humanity. He was angry with humanity at the end of the last movie.
So, what I wonder... I was actually thinking about this while we were up at the store earlier. Like, I wonder why they're not going to... Like, why they didn't reveal in this movie that Quicksilver is...
they did reveal it. It's just he didn't say it to Magneto because...
I know they revealed revealed it to the audience, but I'm talking about revealing it to Magneto.
Because it's pointless. I hope this movie bombs so hard.
Yeah.
Because this is stupid. I'm sorry, this movie was one of the worst. One of the worst.
Yeah, I was thinking that maybe they're saving it for a future movie. We can really have some dramatic impact.
But it doesn't have any dramatic impact, though.
In which case, like, I really hope not, because that's too soap opera-ish.
It's already a soap opera. We are killing characters left and right, and I don't even remember their names. They're just Magneto's wife and kid that spring up out of nowhere. Again, it brings up a massive hole. And this one is not even a nitpicking hole. He was already angry with humanity. From 1973, suddenly he forgives them and he's fine. He just wants to live in seclusion like he's Wolverine. And then, oh no, I have to have them killed in the goofiest way possible by having a guy who's not looking somehow shoot a bow and arrow.
With enough force.
Yeah, and it looks like he's just being... But somehow it shoots like he's Hawkeye.
Yeah, with enough force to go through both of them.
Yeah, penetrates through the daughter into the wife. The wife's face is like... I know it's supposed to be her pain face. It looks like she just really needs a fart. It's like, there you go, got it out.
Of course.
Yeah, I was the only one there. I heard some people, you could hear me in there laughing because it's hilarious.
Yeah, you were trying to suppress a laugh.
I wasn't suppressing it. I was letting that one out because I was like, this is funny. Yeah, it's funny, man. And also, I'm laughing.
Too, like, that is so wrong. Hey, laughing at someone's death.
I'm laughing at two people's death, technically.
Yeah.
But to be fair, they're pointless characters. They don't add any weight to this movie. They're not. There's no purpose to them except to make Magneto angry at humanity, which you don't need. Like I said, it's pointless to have them there. You could have just had Magneto off in the Alps, maybe training with the witch who originally was supposed to be Pietro and Wanda's actual mother, though it isn't, because comic books, trust me, Magneto and his children, not children as well, backstory makes no sense.
And the comics are in the movies.
Yes. You know he actually has a third child too, Polaris. His green hair.
Polaris?
I call her Polaris.
Yeah, I've heard.
I think it just depends.
I've heard about her. Yeah.
Yeah, she has similar powers to Magneto, just not as powerful. But like I said, this wife, this daughter, don't add anything here. They're literally just something to give
him off.
Yeah, and that's like, he doesn't need that. It's like, it would be as if in Captain America, the reason why Captain America got mad and wanted to fight Nazis is because they killed his buddy Bucky. He doesn't need a reason to fight Nazis. He doesn't need a reason to be angry at people who he views as evil. I mean, Magneto already has that ingrained within him. We saw that in the last movie.
Honestly, he learned to let it go a little bit, at least, because remember he saved that one guy using his powers.
But that makes a bigger hole. Why did he let it go? Why did he suddenly... Oh, now I believe in humanity
he was trying to be more like Professor X. He was trying it his way.
Why? That's the thing.
Well, he probably saw what, doing things his way got him. Now he's trying to do it, Professor X's way, trying to give him
his way's got him nothing bad done to him. He's living he's living with a loving wife, a daughter who also loves him, who can't act very well, no offense. But to be fair, the girl has like 6 lines.
Well, it's kind of child actors for you.
Yeah.
Not that spectacular.
But I mean, he didn't have any real negative repercussions. And because of it,
He
actually...
was fugitive, if I'm not mistaken. That's why he was hiding out in Poland, one reason.
Yeah, that's his own fault. He's a fugitive because he picked up a stadium and dropped it on probably God knows how many people. And holy crap, this movie kill everybody. Like, whole cities are gone. Like, they're like, we are saved. And half of New York City's gone by the end of this movie. It's like... Saved? Maybe me and you have different ideas of what saved are. It had to be like every other like nearby like island nation's got to be like just sunk. But that's something else I'm going to get into at the end here. Because it's the end of the movie, just to let you know. There's a big climax.
Oh, end credits. End credits.
Oh, yeah, I gotta talk about that end credits scene. It's just pointless.
Yeah, speaking of the end. I'm like, okay, what the hell was the point of that, really? It's like...
It's just something tied into Deadpool. But really, the one thing that... Beyond Magneto's reasoning, which just infuriated me to no end, I will say, like, this movie has a pretty good Stargate opening. Because I know that Apocalypse's powers originally came from aliens, which kind of messes with the idea of how mutants came about, in a way. But let's just leave it as it is. Somehow Apocalypse has powers. They really don't explain how he has these powers or how he's able to transfer himself. It's like, was that what... Because they just say, it's like, oh, he transfers over and he gains the power of the mutant or the person he goes into.
Yeah, like that makes sense that he would gain their power. But how is he able to transfer his powers from body to body? That's one thing I want to know. It's like, how's that work?
Magic.
Not only that, but like when he transfers himself to the other body, he suddenly looks like himself again.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
He always talks so soft. I know what they were going for with this was supposed to be a more subdued kind of villain. Because the original Apocalypse in the X-Men 90s cartoon was awesome. It just this big booming voice. I will give them some credit. He didn't keep that soft monotone throughout the entire thing. Because if he did that the whole time,
they had like
this
this kind
awful.
of like demonic voice kind of speaking along with him.
Well, what they did was probably how they did it was they layered his voice over itself. Like sometimes it would be octaves a few higher, a few lower, so that way it sounded like he was speaking with multiple voices when he was just talking himself.
Yeah,
which I actually like that. That was actually pretty cool. And I was like, all right, that sounds like Apocalypse, but a lot of the times he's just talking like this. That sounds like you're the Marilyn Monroe impersonation. It sounds weird. And it doesn't sound intimidating as well. It's the worst thing. It's like, again, I know you're trying to go for subdued villain, but it's not Apocalypse for you. Maybe like Lex Luthor can get away with it, and even then it doesn't quite fit Lex because Lex is a little bit more bombastic than that. Not Jesse Eisenberg bombastic, but still kind of bombastic in his own regard.
We'll just ignore Jesse Eisenberg. We'll just ignore that whole movie.
But like, for instance, Ecliptor from, I want to say it was from In Space Power Rangers, he didn't have like this like booming voice or the growling voice that every other villain had, but it was, just kind of there. It was something that was it just gave off a presence of power. I know that's what they were going for. It just doesn't work for Apocalypse's character. No offense. Also doesn't help you look like Ivan Ooze. Mm-hmm. I mean, all the things said it and he looked like Ivan Ooze. Like, yeah, he looked like Ivan Ooze throughout this whole movie. I kept thinking, it's like, why is Ivan Ooze not fighting the Rangers right now?
Yeah, it looks a little like, that one guy from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Drax the Destroyer?
No, not Drax.
Or not Drax the Destroyer. Ronan. Or Ronan.
Yeah, it looked like...
The Accuser.
A combination of him and Ivan Ooze.
Yeah, the Ronan... Again, that was one that was a soft, subdued kind of how he spoke. But it worked for him. Because he never had to say a whole lot. Which is kind of funny that the main villain doesn't say a whole lot in Guardians of the Galaxy. But I still love that movie. But still, it's like, oh yeah, it's kind of... It doesn't really say much. But oh well. But like I said, the beginning, you start out there in Egypt, Apocalypse. These guys try to kill him in a way. Why they didn't just shank him while he was like all withered and about to die anyway. I guess his 4 horsemen were around him all the time.
I want to know why Storm didn't join the fight sooner.
Because if she didn't join the fight, or she joined the fight sooner, they would have spent more money on CGI. But in the beginning sequence was really funny. because people are just getting squished left and right. Just rocks falling on, person gets bent in like 13 places and put into a ball.
Those deaths are okay to laugh at. They're actually squish.
Yeah, but I don't think they're supposed to be funny. They're supposed to be,
Well, still,
but they're
still,
hilarious.
It's a bit more okay to laugh at people you don't know getting squished.
We don't know who the people are Magneto married. I don't even remember their names. Can you tell me their names?
Well, I know little girl Nina or Nana. Or Nina. Come on. Nina.
Some began with an N and ended with an A. That's about as far as we can get.
Yeah, Nina.
But
At one point they called her Nana, I think.
I don't know.
Maybe that one group.
I don't know. This movie is doing this. But after we wanted to get into Apocalypse and get to the beginning, but after you get done with Apocalypse, I'm trying to kill him, but he's able to survive. And that one lady falls from like 150 stories. I don't know how deep it is. And she's just kind of like, ow, I kind of hurt a little bit. And it takes a rock to squish her. It's like, okay, I guess she's invincible. But yeah, and that kind of explains why Apocalypse hasn't been around. And as soon as that happens, this movie goes schizoid. I don't think a single scene lasted longer than 5 minutes till over halfway through. Because this movie, we're going to see what Mystique's doing. She's getting Nightcrawler. Now we gotta go see what Charles Xavier's doing. Alright, now we gotta go see what Moira McTaggart's doing. Which, God, this woman, for some reason, like, she was fine in X-Men First Class. She suddenly quit learning how to act. Everything she says is like this. It's like, what is she doing? Is she in a different movie? Because she is insanely over the top of everything.
Well, Xavier did take her memories, maybe.
Took her acting talent too, I guess. Yeah, I forgot all my acting classes. I guess so, lady. But then we go over to see what Magneto's doing. Then we're going to go see what this person's doing. Let's go see what the camera guy's doing. Let's go see what the director ate for lunch.
Mystique and Nightcrawler.
It jumps around so much. I'm like, stay in one place for a second. And I think that's what really was killing it for me in the first, 30 minutes. I'm sitting there like, can this sit still? I mean, to be fair, Captain America Civil War did jump around a little bit. But it felt like we got a complete scene. Like, the Mystique